What made you want to do filming, like, and acting? Because I know that's got to be really hard to want to do both.
Well, honestly, I just, like, since I was a kid, I've always been dramatic and just very theatrical. So I had to, when at a young age, I was a loner. So my brother was actually production. So when he brought that camera home one day, I just picked it up and was in my own little world because my brothers and sisters were much older than I was. So it was like I was by myself really, but with the camera, I was in my own little world, and I just fell in love with it, and always, wanted to do it. So that's where it kind of started.
Jeez, I couldn't imagine. When I was 7, I was just thinking about things like going to school and coming home and doing chores, and getting in trouble. Well, I didn't get in that much trouble, but, like getting in a little bit of trouble so far as cleaning my room and stuff like that. But, okay, so what was your first film? I know everybody asks you that question, but I have to ask that so the audience can see, can hear it.
Does it have to be like when I wasn't like, professionally, or just making it?
Just making it. No, not professional. Just making it. Just making a film for the fun of it, or just because you wanted to.
Okay, I did my mom still has it. It's a VHS tape of me when I was a kid. I did I was a news reporter, and I was recording like stuff around the house, and I put it together, and my mom still has it. She so embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. Any kind of what? Why would you be embarrassed for doing something creative? You should not be embarrassed about that. You should not be embarrassed. But how did you feel about it after you did it? I mean, after you watched it, did you think it was like, oh, this is like watching cartoons, or how did it seem to you?
I don't know, it just seemed natural. Like I just loved it. I actually like seeing myself on film, so I got a kick out of that, because plus, like I said, I was a loner, and I really didn't have friends, and so that was kind of like my fulfillment and like my joy, growing up and stuff. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Telling the audience on the radio how great I thought that was, because a lot of celebrities like yourself don't never try to use like unknowns or people that are just coming up and giving them a chance. And I just want to say I think it's wonderful that you did that. It really is. Coming from a place where, I was an unknown and then somebody gave me a chance, and it's something that I always say that we should always do after we start going up in the world, So I want to commend you about that. I really think that's wonderful. You do that for people. I almost got tears in my eyes, but I'm just saying that, it was nice of you. Yeah, it was really, really sweet of you to do that for other people and then connect your name, to lesser known people that otherwise they wouldn't have had a chance without you, to get seen. So I just want to say that. But going on to the next thing. Now I know, you do the acting and everything and all of that, and people probably ask you, do you have a favorite amongst your films? Because I know I have a favorite. I have a favorite. The Ghost. The Ghost is my absolute favorite. But then I have another favorite is Delusions. It's about this, well, you already know. I don't even need to tell you. But the young lady, has delusions about the future and everything like that. And so I'm crazy about those two. Absolutely crazy. But do you have a favorite out of all of, because you have a lot of films. A lot. Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
I really like the child abuse video that I did. I was actually 17 at the time. But I like child abuse video because it actually happened to someone I knew. And so that actually really meant a lot to me to put that out, because I knew someone who was going through that at the time. And that was the most impactful thing that I think I've ever done, because it opened my eyes, how much it actually goes on in a lot of families.
Yeah.
You never really know it, so that's kind of the scary thing about it, that a lot of people are going through child abuse. And not just, when they're kids, it could be adults too, once it's abusive,
Yeah.
everything they have it, so it was, that was definitely one of my most, I think, memorable, at least something that meant a lot to me, so that was,
Yeah. And so what about the new film that you're doing? Because that film, when I was watching the trailer of it, I just want to say, by the way, I want to say it's great. It looks like it's going to be great, right?
great.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I was watching the trailer and I was thinking apocalyptic. I was thinking world coming to an end. I was thinking, oh my God, wake up tomorrow and I don't know what's going to happen. Is that what you were going for when you did it?
Exactly.
Yeah? Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, because I was saying that on the radio. I was saying that's what it made me feel like while I was watching it. Because I said I just want to see what you're up to right at the moment so that I can know, exactly, because I knew the other films and stuff like that. So what made you do it? Why? Was it the events that's going on, like with the zombie thing and all of that kind of stuff?
This is kind of wild. I had a dream about a good, like maybe a couple months ago, and I kind of, I every time I dream, I like to write it down. Just because I think that all dreams come from God, and I really kind of was like, man, that was a good, in the dream it was so intense. Like I felt like I was in that kind of situation.
Right.
I was terrified, really. I woke up in like sweaty bullets. I was like, oh God, I gotta write it down. So I wrote it down, and I just let it stay away for a while, and then I was like, you know what, I think I gotta make this, so yeah, that's
wow.
great.
I know it'll shock your fans. I'm quite sure some of them will be pretty nervous when they finish watching it. Because a lot of those things, if you read the Bible, a lot of those things, are supposed to come to pass where, the world is going to go through this big change and all of that. And me, I'm spiritual. I just need to let you know that now. So I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah. Glory be to God, right? But yeah, a lot of those things, things are supposed to happen so far as Revelation is concerned. And that is why, when I saw the film, I was like, oh my gosh, this made me think of, what if I wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden my whole life is just, that's it right there, And I said, she's making people think. I like that, because I always like when somebody try to put out a good message or at least try to enlighten other people as to different things. For like the future, are you staying on the horror role, or do you see yourself changing out of it?
Definitely changing.
Definitely changing.
I do like horror films. Don't get me wrong. My thing is, I like thriller, things that can actually kind of happen, and which it is, a scary thing. Things to really happen. So I'm kind of like in those types of genres, but I do want to move on to like, dramas and more of those types of.
You did do some stuff for pastors, right?
Yeah.
That is on DirecTV. So tell me about that.
Well, I do a video for he's a prophet and a good friend of mine, and he has his show on DirecTV. I don't know what channel. I think I don't have DirecTV.
That's okay. That's okay.
I believe it. I do things for him, and he's a pastor. He does he has like a healing ministry. He's a good friend of mine. So I've seen his work before, but he just never really had anybody to go to his, to actually film those miracles that happen. And when I went to one of his services, it's like, whoa.
I can imagine.
A lot of people call around from him, from the ministry show, from the show, and ask for prayer, and it's amazing, that he's doing this wonderful thing. So. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds great, to tell you the truth, because I don't get a chance. I don't watch regular TV. That's not really my thing. I watch cartoons and stuff every once in a while with a cup of coffee and everything when I'm usually writing. Yeah, when I'm usually writing. But every now and then I do dwell into like spiritual programs, just to catch up and keep myself, thinking about God and thinking about Jesus and, like just keeping it inside of me basically. And I do stuff like meditate and things like that, and I meditate on, trying to do the best that I can the next day, or, by the time the day ends and stuff like that. So I understand exactly what you're saying when you say going in, it's like, wow, because when I watch those programs, I feel the same way. Like, wow, they're out there and they're really, really trying to get, like, the word across. Some of the ones I came across wasn't so good in, but you have good and bad and everything. So, you have to look at it that way. Okay, so now the next thing I want you know what I'm going to ask you, that what you do on your regular time when you have time off from being Miss Director Diva. What do you like to do? Because I know, just like me, you have the downtime and you gotta be flossing it when you do it. Go ahead, tell her. I told you I was going to be real. It's just me and you. So what do you do on your downtime? Come on. Or at least just spill a little bit of it.
I like to draw. I do like to draw.
Wow. Yeah?
And yeah.
You're an artist? You're an artist?
Yeah, I have a lot of art and things. I put some online. I need to get back into putting the videos out, but I haven't really gotten around to recording them. But I have a lot of pictures I like to draw, just, relieve stress and stuff. But other than that, I like to travel too, when I'm on my downtime.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Go around and see the world.
What type of places do you like? Because me, myself, I'm partial to Paris. But I'm going to, I'm partial to Paris. But I'm going to London because I want to meet a young lady that I spoke to yesterday, Sue Plumtree, which is a host on my network that I'm putting up. Yeah, the one that I asked, as a matter of fact, let me let everybody know that she said I could put her film on the network so you'll be able to watch it on live TV on my network. Yeah, that's right, I'm going to have Meosha on my network, scaring the heck out of all of you, scaring you. Yeah, so, and that's the Arlene Brown TV network. Don't forget about that. Okay, so going back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm partial to Paris, so where do you want to go?
I want to go to Germany.
Oh, wow.
She's a trainer. She does what's it, CNIDX or something, Zumba, that's what she's a Zumba fitness.
I saw it on my Xbox, because, I play Xbox. I have to get that out, yeah. I'm a game head, I like to do a lot of odd things, yeah. I like to do a lot of odd things. So, but yeah, I saw that on him, and well, I'm into fitness. I don't know if you ever came across that on my Facebook or anything, but I like, like staying in shape and all that. And then, of course, the older you get, the more you have. So that sounded pretty good, but it's hard, all that jumping up and down. But I'm willing to try it though. I'm willing to try it. Right now, I work out with weights. So, yeah, I figured, you work out?
I used to, and I kind of got lazy.
Oh, wow. You can't do that. You have to at least oh my, no she didn't. I don't believe you just did that. I don't believe you just did that. Okay, so going on your blog, your website at Blogspot, right? I want them to know, because as well as we're talking, I need to let them know where to reach you at, where they can view all your stuff and the different sites and everything. You sent them to me, of course, but I usually let the guests tell all the information about themselves, so it'll be coming, directly out of your mouth. So tell them, because I already know where it is, tell them about the Blogspot and the Twitter and stuff. Just do that so we can finish talking.
You can reach me at Indie Films Productions, Inc.blogspot.com, or on Twitter, which is Meosha Dean, Indie Films, and YouTube, Meosha Dean 1, or Meosha Dean. or you can just Google Meosha Bean, and I think I'm the only Meosha Bean. I don't know.
No, you are. You are.
Really?
Because you're on my Google Plus. I have you in the circle called Great Directors. Yeah, yeah, I have you in there. I just want to get that in there.
I'm not really ever on Google Plus.
Wow. I'm surprised you're not, being that they have the Google Hangout, you know, where everybody could see everything live.
I did that one time, Google Hangout, and
Uh-huh.
I was confused.
For real? It's not that hard. It is at first, like the fact that you have to use the YouTube to do it. I think that's what most people, you know, because you have to log into your regular YouTube page. Yeah, and then you click it, and then you open it up, and then everybody on your list, of course, can view everything that you're doing. You know, it automatically lets them know. And then again, there's something on the phone that has the Google Plus where it's actually on your phone, because I actually have it, where you just click it open and everybody on your Google know exactly what's going on with you. So, yeah, you can, I'll email you the thing for that. I'll email you the thing for
I'll
that.
have to add you to my Google circle.
Oh, okay. Jeez, you talk about working quick. Oh my gosh, talk about working quick. So, okay, while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to ask you, right, when is Dark Rises coming out? Exactly, because because when we was talking about it a moment ago, I was thinking to myself, I said, I know it's something I wanted to ask her for sure, because I wanted the viewers, because when it's going to show, to be like in about 80,000 homes. The show, what we're doing right now. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
I worked my butt off for it. You can believe that. You can believe that. But yeah, so I want them to know, you know, what it's about and everything, because I want their feedback. And I want to be able to tell you, you know, who the new fans you have, you know, and everything like that through me, you know, letting you know. So when is it coming out?
Well, okay. This is my aim for it to come out was the end of this month, like April. But I'm waiting on one, like the soundtrack. It's not quite right yet, and I have to make sure it's perfect. So I'm waiting on the making a soundtrack too. So I'm kind of just waiting on them. And,
okay.
Yeah. Then sometime hopefully in the beginning, maybe around May.
Oh, okay. So there's another thing I noticed while I was watching the videos. Okay, so because I watched so many over the years and stuff like that. In terms of your locations, right? How do you come up with the different locations?
I don't know, honestly.
Because you know, I noticed, right? Like with the ghost, it had that kind of Italian effect to it. And everything. I mean, I know. I don't know how many of you have seen, you know, the film short, the horror short, but it has that feel to it.
I travel to get those spots, but
yeah.
But the other guy that was in it, he's actually a director too.
Oh wow!
He's very famous. Like he's very popular in his country. He's actually from Italy, and yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And so with all your scripts, how you said that you go to sleep and you dream, do you dream up all your scripts, or some just come to you as you're sitting?
Yeah, sometimes it just comes. Sometimes I can just look at something and it can just definitely inspire me to, you know, kind of elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Just, you know, life sometimes has its own type of things with the way it's throwing a story to you. I don't know, but yeah, it comes different ways, you know. So.
Oh, okay. And what about that, the other horror short I want to ask about too? I think it's called Perfect Family, where the young man, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How did you come up? Because when I watched that, right, I was thinking to myself, that does go on in people's homes. You know, it doesn't seem like it seemed for a minute fiction, like fiction, but I mean, I actually know that that type of thing goes on. How did you think of that? Like, did you just say, let me... That's okay. Did you just say, let me just write about a man just going off his hinges like that? I mean, they really actually do. No offense, guys, no offense. But yeah, about a man just going off like that and just going on a killing spree.
I don't. Well, you have to be a little bit unstable in order to come up with these types of things. I'm just.
I don't believe that about you. I don't believe it. You have to be awfully creative to come up with so many different things. Yeah, you're not. You're definitely not crazy. No.
I don't know. Actually, it just came to me one day, and I was like, that would be really good. And fortunately, I got in the film. It's the lady that played the role. She's my basically. I call her my auntie because she's like really close to me, and she actually does theater. She does like plays and things. And I was like, and she was like, yeah, I'll do it. So we pretty much just did it right there, and yeah, I was surprised that everybody kind of.
You know, that what you did was on the top of the line, like a big budget film kind of sort of idea. You know that, right? That's where you need to be. I'm surprised. Why aren't you up on it? Did you submit anything to Cannes? I mean, are you interested in being on big budget? On a major film?
Eventually, yeah, I got some things that I'm actually in the process of doing, like, I can name some names, like, I'll give a little hint. I didn't say yes or no.
Okay.
I'm serious, on good things. I'm not saying anything else.
Okay.
But I am planning on doing a lot of big things, but definitely I'm taking my time because there's so many people that are in the industry that are just out of their mind.
I believe that. No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I really do. But whenever you're ready to take that road or anything, when you're ready to get your donations and stuff, let me know so I can help you with it. Okay? I can help you with the promotion, so far as on my end with the people that I know, so that they can put some money into your projects and stuff and help you out. Because I'm a believer in you. Really, I am. And I know that, a lot of people would say, I just met you and everything like that. And that may well be true, but that doesn't mean I don't understand you and understand where you're coming from. Okay, so when you're ready to do everything, make sure you let me know. And, I have like a couple of connections. So I'll have, people donate and stuff and whatnot to help out the project or to help you get what you want. Or even if and when you ever decide to go to Cannes, the film festival. Sorry about that, guys, about the webcam. But I hit the table. But yeah, if and when you're ever ready to go to Cannes and stuff, let me know about that too, because of course, I deal with a lot of different people that have to do with those areas. Even so far as travel, even so far as other directors and things like that, and all of that kind of thing. Okay, so you make sure you stay in touch with me about all of that. I want to ask you about the boxer, because I have to. Because everybody's going to want to know, how on earth, and you can say his name, because I was going to say it, but I want you to say it, because I want everybody to know it's real. Tell me about the boxer, the pro boxer. Huh? Yeah. Yup. So, how did you come about getting him in a music video at that? Come on, you have to tell me. Because I was shocked to read that, right? I was shocked when I read that. Yeah, because I said, how in the world? How did she do that? They don't usually do that. Yeah. So how did you come across that?
Well, he's really a sweet, humble guy. I mean, as much as, he's one of those people, the celebrities where the money didn't change him. He's still the same person. Still the same, country boy that he always was. But I went to visit him and stuff. I stayed there for about a good 2 months and just chilled and, she was, with him and met his wife, beautiful family. I mean, just humble people. He's a really nice guy and he's a good friend of mine. And I mean, he's just honestly one of the sweetest, kindest person you can ever meet. Yeah, I was just ecstatic when he said that he was doing the video. And I'm thinking I'm just going to shoot, to come on set and shoot a normal music video for, at the time, a guy named Susie. And when I found out who he was, I was like, okay, I did some research. And I was like, oh, okay,
Wow.
I really don't know much because I'm not I don't watch boxing at all. So, yeah, that's kind of how we did these kind of collaborations, and he was like really like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, sorry.
Jeez, wow, that's some story, you know that, right? Because usually, I'm telling you, you usually can't get past, if you say music videos of them, they're like, what? Well, I mean, if it's a regular commercial, you want me to hold a soda, not to say that anything is wrong with them, that they're slow or anything, because that's not the way I'm saying, what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is usually they thinking, I don't dance on a regular, I don't want to be in a music video just in case you want to have me do that. So I want to ask you, the person that you have, or the people that you have that do the makeup, like when you do the horror films and stuff, you use the same people all the time, or you use different people? Because I noticed the makeup is always different. That's why I'm asking. Yeah.
That's the shade, the atmosphere to work around and be around. So I try to keep it the same, but yeah.
And I noticed you in a lot of your film. You in being in the films, do you find it hard to direct yourself and be in the film at the same time? Cause I love seeing you act. Don't get me wrong. Cause I think you're hilarious, and then you could be serious, and then another minute you be scared. You make these eye movements like, and I'm like, oh, there she go, there she go. So do you find it hard to act in the films while you're directing it?
Well, not really, because after attending acting school, I went to acting school to get more of an understanding.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be directing actors too, so I want to be able to understand, have that kind of like, okay, I understand, I went through understand how they feel, and you know what I mean. So when I do get into the acting mode and also direct myself, it's funny. I'm like, I'm gonna sit this way, okay,
Wow. So they just say to you, all right, go ahead and do it. I've seen some bloopers, right? And I was laughing so hard. I said, I know she knows this is funny. She knows this is funny. And the thing is that some of them, you're behind the camera, but you can hear you talking to the actors. And I was like, oh my gosh, she has a sense of humor, a director with a sense of humor. So, in that, like the other directors that you like, because I did read about one, yeah. What made you start? Do you watch his movies? Yeah. Do you watch? You watch the movies?
Everything he makes is, like I said, it's magic. To me, at least, I don't see anything that he's ever done wrong in my eyes. Like, you see people, you're like, oh yeah, but they made a flop.
Yeah, I've come across that.
I just think he's like my everything when it comes to movies. Like, he's just my fresh air when it comes to film.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. And then when it comes to, like you said, because you mentioned about God and stuff like that, you're really spiritual, like read the Bible or what's your spirituality level? Like, how deep are you into it?
Well, I read the Bible. Definitely, I definitely read the Bible. Because I think that especially whatever you do in life,
Yeah.
you definitely gotta pay God respect because He's the creator of all things. And
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't be where I am today without God in my life, at least. Because I mean, I could have done went off the track and did some other stuff,
Right.
but I must say God definitely keeps me grounded. And
You know what?
gotta
I
gotta
can
have
appreciate.
gotta have some direction and some light in this industry because there's a lot of people that are dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm glad you are because it does help you stay focused. That's not a lie. I mean, I do it myself, and I used to be a minister. That's why I asked the question, really, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I used to be an ordained minister, and for my own reasons, I had this. I had husband troubles who didn't really believe that I was just ministering as much as he believed that I was just talking to people just to be talking, just to be in people's business and be in their lives. And I was also an intercessor. If you know what that is, you pray on behalf of other people. So I was doing
my
that.
mom and dad definitely. My dad's a pastor. And
Wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Also, you got it. You have that little angel effect running around you. You have that little angel effect running around you, definitely, definitely. So what about the casting? I have to ask you about that. Do you cast the people yourself?
I try. Yeah, most of the time I do, but I like I did the 2 seasons. We only have one episode due to some technical difficulties and other things happening to the actors that were involved. Show got canceled, but I thought it was a big hit. Cover King Landing. Have you seen any trailers of that, or did you see the episode? It's on my YouTube channel.
No, I haven't seen.
Soap opera type thing. I'll send you the link.
Okay. Okay, yeah, do that because then I can put it out everywhere. Because I promote out of the country. I don't know if I told you that in the email. I like to promote like in Germany and Australia, China, stuff like that. That way, you can get from me, you can get people like from all over the world. Although I know you already do. But I just will help you even more with it. I will help you even more with it. But yeah. So it's kind of sort of like that. So in terms of the casting, is there anybody that you felt to yourself like they're just wrong for your movies?
I'm trying to think. Hold on. Well, I'll always say this. I always say that I cast this one guy who had no, degree in acting at all. I just thought he would, he fit the character, and in my eyes at least, and I was like, let me take a chance on this guy. I think he's good. I think he has a look, and he can, and most people want, what do you call it, you gotta have the whole 9 yards, have the resume and all this. But I was like, I think he had something. At least to me, I felt like he had something. And he was like, "Are you sure I can do this?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay." I was like, "I'll make it look good, promise." And I don't really base it on resumes because I mean, even I've done films, a lot of movies like in acting that I didn't even get credit for, which is totally fine with me.
Wow.
I do have and that was IMDb or whatever IMDb page where
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
My resume's not that long. It's not listed everything I did. I don't base it off that. I go with if I think that if I can just get that feeling like okay, yeah, I'll definitely go with that person. So it's not always about resume. It's not.
So you put together the MVB films, right? You came up with that idea?
Yes, but I definitely had help too at the time because I was quite young, especially with the legal papers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, after I got certain age of knowing, the responsibility of that,
Yeah.
then I had full rights over that company. You know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, it's a definitely independent company, and I think independent films are kind of way better than some of these mainstream.
No, I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that because I like the channel IFC where the independent films are. Yeah, I wish you should be on there. That's where you belong. I really, really believe that you belong on big screen television and you belong in the theater. You really do. If and when you're ready, I want to help push that idea to everybody and that they give you support. I really do. And it's not about the money. Don't get me wrong. It's about the creativity that you have. Not saying that other people aren't creative, but not everybody shows their creativity completely, if you know what I mean. And you show yours, you really do show yours. I come across a lot of women that do different things, and never once, this is my first time coming up against a film director who wanted to get a crap out of people, but also show, other sides like the new film that you have. And as soon as you put it down, let me know because I want to send it out everywhere. I want to send it out on my end. I want to send it out everywhere and whatnot.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually coming out with Too Close to Home. It's actually,
I think I saw something about. Yeah, I read something about that. I sure did. I read something about that. Yeah.
Okay, so you know about that. Okay.
Okay. So okay. Yeah. So send me whatever you have on anything that you think that you want to get out there past your circle. You know what I mean about the people you already deal with or the thousands of fans, because I know you have thousands of fans. I have no doubt about that, maybe even millions of fans all over. But I want to add more to it. So whatever you come across or whatever you're doing, I want to help you in any type of way I can. And I was saying on the blog talk that I'm going to put all this, I have a radio station, so I'm going to incorporate this into the programming on the radio station as well as what we, I gotta look out for you. I have to, you know why? Because you're already doing so much for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It never hurts to have a real friend. Like, I know you're just meeting me real good, so you have to fill me out and everything, but you'll find that I am one. You'll find that I do keep my word and everything. Yeah. So, I want to go on to the last, because I don't want to keep holding you and everything like that, right? When all of this is actually put together already, where do you see it all going within the next, 5 years or so? Because I always ask everybody, what's your goal for the future? Because I know you're only a stepping stone right now. You just putting it all together now for something big to come out of it. So what do you see happening at the end of all of this?
Well, I see something happening definitely at the end of this year, something huge. I have a lot of things that I'm working on. It just, takes time and patience. And, I never want to get to the point where, get too anxious and then, you know what I mean? I just let it flow and just, ride with the boat. Just kind of keep that steady feeling. But I definitely see myself the next 5 years of my own studio production. I definitely want to do that. Have a studio where people come and just, make movies there on, like the Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta.
You know what? I see you doing it. Okay. I see you doing it. I see you doing it. And all we have to do is back her up, please. All we have to do is back her up. And she can do this. She can do this because she's intelligent and beautiful. You always have a different look every time I see you in something, though. You always have a different look. And I'm always saying, Dad, I wish I could be that versatile. Because basically I'm always looking the same. And I'm always saying to myself, gee, I wish I could do that. But yeah, all we gotta do, everybody that's watching this, and I know it's gonna be in a lot of homes, please go to her Facebook, go to her blogspot, which is her regular webpage, right? Go to the YouTube. As a matter of fact, you could just find YouTube on mine if you can't find it, because she's on my YouTubes also, and you just click it and then add her, subscribe and everything like that, because a lot of people always subscribe to people that don't even do nothing except for throw cats and dogs at the